Good evening, guys. It's Tom here from the Traditional Irons Instagram page. This is my match preview with the Bournemouth versus West Ham game. I'm going to be giving you general statistics, general information, and everything you need to know about the game. Basically, I'm going to crack on with what I've read on the internet this morning, is that Pellegrini told the players at full time against Oxford that they had let him down and they had let the club down and they had a lot to prove, which, I mean, is needed. Someone needs to have a go at them because that was inexcusable. But one thing I didn't do the other night is give credit where it's due. Oxford deservedly won that game against a lacklustre side, a team with no side, with no spine, no heart. That wasn't the West Ham team we saw at Man United. Hopefully we see the Man United, with the team that played Man United, back tomorrow. Now, I'm going to start off with some statistics. In the first 8 games in all competitions, West Ham have won 4, drawn 2 and lost 2. One of them being against Man City and obviously Oxford United. On Bournemouth's side, they have drawn 2, won 3 and lost 3. Obviously, our stats are slightly better considering why we're slightly above them in the table. But in our last 5 Premier League games, we are unbeaten with 3 wins and 2 draws. In their last 5 Premier League games, they have won 3 and lost 2. I'm not sure who they lost their 2 games to, but nevertheless, they sit 1 point behind us in 6th, and if they beat us, obviously they go ahead of us in the league. But on the other hand, if we do beat them, we go second, or at least for a couple of hours anyway. Now, since 2017 December 2017, which is how far back I researched just the head-to-heads, we have only claimed 2 points from Bournemouth, 2 draws, and they weren't even last year. Last year we had 2 defeats against Bournemouth, so they do seem to be a bit of a bogey team for us. I mean, credit to Bournemouth, they're a wicked team. They're a good team. They're one of them old school nitty-gritty sides that they don't do anything too flashy. They just get straight down to it and they score good goals. I mean, and deservedly so, they do well. But realistically, I'd be happy with a 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw. I'd like to see us win. In my heart of hearts, I feel like we can get a win. I don't want to jinx it, and I would be happy with a point as long as the game was entertaining and as long as the fellas pulled up their socks and showed a bit of backbone. So yeah, going on to team news, there's 3 players for Bournemouth who could be returning from injury, one of them being their captain, Simon Francis. Obviously he can be influential, and 2 other players coming back are new signings for them, one of them being Lloyd Kelly and Arnout Grenveld. I can't pronounce it, but yeah, that's 2 new signings for them. They also had a terrible night during the week, losing 2-0 to Burton. It was kind of crazy because they had about 29 minutes injury time. Crazy. But yeah, no, it was just strange, I thought. Anyway, moving on to team selections. Our team news, shall I say. From what I have heard, Antonio is still recovering from his surgery, and Winston Reid has still made no progress with his injury. I kept on hearing that he could be playing for the under-23 soon or whatever, but it's never come through, and I think he's just bugging himself up further. But in other news, Lanzini is back in the squads, confirmed by the manager earlier today, and I see on his personal Instagram of a picture of him on the training pitch, captioned "prepared" with a hammers emoji and clapping hands. So hopefully the boys are up for it tomorrow. And here's my predicted team. Babianski in goal, obviously replacing the terrible Roberto, who should just give up being a goalkeeper. Zabaleta at right back as Fredericks is still injured. Diop keeps his place as the only defender who was bothered during the week. Ogbonna takes his place back off of Balbuena, who demonstrated why he's not in the side. Cresswell takes over from Masuaku, who, to be honest, I quite like Masuaku, but after that he always has them really dodgy showings and it's starting to do me nothing. Rice comes in for the despicable Carlos Sanchez. The guy's just wow. Noble comes in for Wilshere. Fornals keeps his place and Yarmolenko takes over for Snoddy. Anderson takes over for Coventry and Haller takes over for Yeti. Now, that's my team. I reckon that team will get something out of Bournemouth. I think it's quite a predictable team. I'm pretty sure that will be the team unless there's a few late surprises. But let's see how it goes. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Until you see my reaction videos tomorrow evening. Anyway, please press like, subscribe and share, guys. Till next time, traditional irons.